Hey everyone, welcome back to Nox's Vlogs, and today we'll be making Charmander. I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process of where I get my files from, what printer I'm using, and how I do the painting process. So today we'll be making Charmander. Alright guys, let's start out with the printer that I use. I use the Resin 3D printer Halette Light. You can get this from Amazon for around $229. And then I'm also using the Creality 3D washing and curing machine 2-in-1 UV curing rotating box, which cost around $129. So I'd also recommend getting this. You don't have to get this. You can wash the parts in 91% alcohol in like a bucket and then cure it with like a UV flashlight. So you don't need this, but it does help out a lot. Next, we're going to head over to one of my favorite sites called cults3d.com. This is where I get a lot of my files from. All you've got to do is search for what file you're looking for and find what one you want to print. Some of them are free, some of them cost. So this one in particular did cost, so I'm gonna look up Charmander. And as you can see, they've got a lot of different ones. I personally think this one's super cute, but here's the one we're looking for right here. So it only cost me $1.21, not bad. But here's an example of it. You can flip through, see one printed. We're gonna print this bad boy around 5 to 7 inches tall. I'm excited. So let's move on over to the program because I've already got the file downloaded. So the program that we're using is the Halette box. It comes with the printer. So we're going to open that up. Now that we have our Halette box program opened up, you can see this is our bed. This is what we can print on. So it shows our height, our width, our depth, everything we need to work with. So now I gotta go find my file and bring it over to the program. Alright, so we've got two files here. We've got the Charmander sit obj and Charmander sit stl, and we're going to drop in the stl file. And for some reason it loads in like this. Obviously you could print it this way, but it's going to have a lot of supports. So I'm going to go ahead and turn him on his bottom since we're not going to see the bottom most of the time. So obviously I need to do that. So we're going to go to rotate. And we're going to rotate him. And if we look at our thing, it's close to 90, so we're going to go with 90. I'll type in 90. And that'll make it a perfect rotation there. So now he's sitting pretty. Now we want to scale him up. So we're going to go to scale. You only have to change one of these to change the scale because it has locking ratio. So we're going to change the Z. Right now it's at 26. Right now it's at 26.76 millimeters, and we want to know what 7 inches is. So we're going to try and scale them up to 7 inches. So we're going to go here. We're going to Google 7 inches to millimeters. That is 177.8. So we go back to our program, change this to 177.8. And as you can see, 7 inches tall is way too big for our box. So this bad boy cannot be 7 inches tall, unfortunately. So we got to scale him down some. So let's try 5 inches. Let's go back to Google. Try 5 inches. Let's scale him down a couple. That'll be 127. So this might work if we turn him. So he's still being cut off, as you can see with the grids here in the red. He's still being cut off, but we should be able to turn him. And look at that, he fits perfectly now. So we're gonna have a 5-inch tall Charmander figure. Now, something I recommend is we go to hollow, we select the figure, we go to hollow, and we're gonna drop this fill precision down to 25%. We're gonna add a grid to it, and we're gonna hollow him out. Now the reason we do this is it uses less resin. And there we go, he's now hollow with a grid inside. So now we want to go to supports. So I usually have them offset a little bit from the bottom here. So a height platform I do about 3.5 millimeters, density 50%, tip diameter 0.6 millimeters, and support diameter 1.2 millimeters. So we're going to go to support, and we're going to automatically generate types. And we're going to click all. Okay, so what this has done is it added supports to the figure. So like I said, I have him lifted off a little bit so like when I scrape off the figure from the base of the printer, it doesn't hurt the figure itself, and I can take these little knobs off the bottom. So we have quite a bit coming up through here, holding up his mouth. That is good. I'm a little worried about this tooth here. So we're gonna click here, and all you gotta do is click. And like that, and I'm adding a couple extra supports there. And also a little worried about this tooth here. So we're gonna add an extra support there. I think everything else should be fine. But we have a nice looking Charmander with great detail here. Next thing we do is we go to slice, and we click slice. And what this does is it slices it, tells the program to get it all together, and gets it ready for print. So this is what it'll look like when it's printing on the printer. It takes a bit to load. This is like the rendering process when you have videos. So the reason this is probably taking so long is I'm also recording this video while having it render. So that might be what's slowing it down. Alright, so altogether this is going to be a 10-hour and 15-minute and 10-second print. Consumables normal. I think overall this is going to be a great print. So you're going to want to click local print, and you're going to want to grab your flash drive. Now you can remote print, so I can print this through Wi-Fi if I wanted to, and it is connected to the Wi-Fi. I personally feel better knowing that I can put it on a flash drive, stick the flash drive in, and then download it to the printer, so I don't have to worry about my Wi-Fi going out. So I'm going to local print this. I'm going to stick the flash drive in from the printer and local print this. So I'm going to local print it, and when I do that, it'll ask me where I want to save it at. And what I'll do is I will save that to the flash drive, and then I'll stick the flash drive in the printer. So follow me over to the printer, guys, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so we got our printer here, and we've got our flash drive. So we take the flash drive, and there is a slot over here, and we stick it in. Alright, now that we've got our Creality 3D printer UV curable resin in, we can start the print. So we're going to go to print, And we look for our print. We got Charmander sit. We're going to click it. It is going to import the model. We go back. We go to Charmander sit. We're going to go with printer parameters, or you can go with file parameters. I'm going to go with printer parameters because I've got special parameters set. There's the bad boy, and we're going to click start. And there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Alrighty guys, so we got our Charmander printed and done. Let's go ahead and take him out of the box. Obviously, safety first with the resin. As you can see, he came out beautifully. Now we gotta scrape him off. Alrighty, we got him removed. Now we can start taking these bad boys off. Alrighty, we got them all done. Now we got to go wash him. I'm going to stick Charmander in it. This is filled with 91% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. And we start her up. So we're going to set it to wash, and we're going to go to quick. Alrighty, the washing part is done. Usually washes for about 2 minutes. I ended up doing it twice, so we ended up washing for 4 minutes. Still got a little bit of support there. Take my needle nose pliers here. Maybe get it off. There we go. Okay, and now it's time to cure him. So it looks like he just barely fits on the rotating base. Put our hood back on here. We're going to switch from wash to cure. We're going to go normal speed. And he is all done, guys. Look at that beauty.